Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and in today's film we're going to have a drive around Pissouri and the surrounding Bay Area. So yes, I was up here flying the drone first. You may or may not have seen that footage already. I'm not sure what the posting order is, to be honest, because I tend to film in batches and then spread them out over the next week. Have a quick look around the valley, because I filmed this with the 360 camera, so next Friday there will also be a 360 version of this film, so you'll be able to watch it and control the camera yourself. We're coming through what's mainly a few houses and a fair amount of farmland now. You may have heard about issues with villas in Pissouri. That's up on the hillside, I think, not down here. I'll be going past that area later. So we're coming into Pissouri Bay. If you're taking the Avenue turning off the main motorway, this is probably the way you'd be coming into Pissouri, because there are two distinct parts. There's the beach side, which is what we're heading to now, and there's a bit on the hill. The bit on the hill is a little bit touristy. I mean, the beach area here we're going to is very touristy, catering for tourists. I don't mean that as an insult, but the Pissouri on the hill is more catering for residential than tourism, is what I'm trying to say, basically. And we're going to turn off here. I believe that's Yellow's Tavern. And we're going to go into the main beach car park. Now, swimming in Pissouri, especially on a hot summer's day, is ideal, because the water is actually quite chilly and it'll really take the edge off the heat. I think there's an underground river that flows into it, which is why it's so cold, basically. But it's very refreshing. There's plenty of space. That tree with all the cars parked around it, that will get cars parked around it pretty much straight away, because the locals will know about the shade and stuff like that. There's the Bay Area, Blue Flag Beach. Lots of amenities there. Very nice it is too. Decent day out is a trip to Pissouri. Or you can stay here for a week on your holiday. There are hotels here. As I said, there's the Columbia Beach Resort, but there are others too. There's Captain's Bay restaurant down there apparently, and we're just coming up to I think it was Coast Brasserie restaurant, according to Google Maps anyway. It's not really my area, so I'm no expert on Pissouri. I do know Columbia Beach Resort. It's a very nice resort in itself. I mean, if you got the money, it's well worth splurging out on it. But there's a very nice little chapel in it, which is worth visiting if you're in Pissouri. You could even just walk along the beach area and come up from below. But it's just very colourfully decorated. Anyway, we now got the drive through the countryside up to the villas on the hill. There's a turning for Columbia Beach Resort, by the way. We can admire the countryside, because there's a lot of it here. Yes, we spent many a happy time at Pissouri. Swimming in the beach. It's not the best place in the world for snorkeling, I didn't think, but it was very nice swimming there. And we tried out a number of the restaurants and never been disappointed. Anyway, this countryside is going to continue for quite a while So I think it'll be about time to have some marketing. If you like our films, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and share them far and wide. The more people who see them, the more it benefits us with the YouTube algorithm, etc. And if you want to help us out financially, go to our Buy Me a Coffee page at buymeacoffee.com/Paphos Life and chuck us a few coffees. All coffees are very gratefully received, I can assure you. And to get something back in return, go to our Zazzle store at zazzle.co.uk/store/Paphos Life/collections. And there you can buy all sorts of memorabilia from Paphos, featuring pictures that we've taken and stuck on Facebook normally. They're very nice though. And if you want to come to Pissouri yourself, consider renting a car. Go to our directory at paphoslife.com/directory/car_hire. There you can see all companies that have been recommended either on Facebook or on our main Paphos Life forum, which has been running for the last 8 years. There's plenty of recommendations of car hire firms there. None of it is sponsored by any car hire firm. They're only companies that have been recommended by people such as yourself. So there's nothing in it for us other than providing you with a service. Okay? Right, and talking of Facebook, Facebook is the big thing in Cyprus. If you want to keep an eye on what Paphos Life are up to, then follow our Facebook page, Paphos Life. Then you'll get notified whenever we publish new content on YouTube, Facebook, or our main website. And if you want to say hello, go to our Paphos Chat and Paphos Chat and Cyprus Chat, Facebook groups. Join them, and you can talk to other people who love Paphos and Cyprus. Their end of the marketing. One of my better efforts, I think. I did fluff it once. Anyway, we're back to our Pissouri countryside. Still very pretty. Yeah, and also if you've got a bit of time and you're in Pissouri, there are other things nearby worth exploring. Excuse the mouse click as I drag the map over. To the right, you've got Avdemu Beach, and I think it was Milanda? Yeah, Milanda Beach. You need to get back on the road towards where the motorway is, and you'll see turnings at the Avdemu junction. And there was also Munchan's Labyrinth by Milanda Beach, which is worth an exploring. If you're not a bit unsure about driving up to it, just park at the beach itself and walk up. It's interesting. That's all I'll say. Right, we're approaching the top village of Pissouri now, and you can see some villas appearing. Now I'm not sure exactly where, because I haven't wanted to go down there and take pictures of people's misery, but on the left somewhere is where the villas have been collapsing, and this has been ongoing, the legal issues, for decades now, but hopefully something will be resolved soon, because there's definitely an issue there. But that's all I'm going to say, because as I said, I don't really know enough about it. But we're going to go through the heart of Pissouri now. A lot of this is one way, so it may look complicated, but you're pretty much led along a path here. Somewhere around there was an amphitheatre. And the hot tip I remember about amphitheatres is that if you go to see a concert there, bring a cushion. Because there used to be a group called Paphos Music Lovers, and they'd publish when these events were happening all the time, but that seems to have died out. That was on Facebook too. They had a website as well. But and that was always people commenting, bring a cushion, whenever there was something there. So I'm just passing on that information to you. There are much more residential areas which are easy to navigate as well. If you go left up there, you come to a plateau and there's lots of housing. But we're going this way. There's the main central church. And if you want more information on Pissouri itself, Google put Pissouri into Facebook. There's a very active Facebook group called I Love Pissouri. I think that's what it's called. And it's very well managed, and you'll get information. And if you need to ask questions like where to stay, etc., just go there and they'll sort you out, no problem. It's a very good group. And we're just finding our way out of the village. Now that turning there was a turning before we got to the village which basically bypassed the whole thing. So if you just wanted to get onto the B6, you could have taken that and that would put you out here. Now there's another way of getting to the houses above the main village, just down here. I'll have to film that one day because that'll be a easier way of getting up there. The next one there is just a dead end though. And now we're going to be driving down and eventually we'll be hitting the B6 again where we'll end. I've already published the film along the B6 from here to Mandria. So you can see that it's been renovated again, the road, and is now a very nice scenic route. So anyway, that was our drive around Pissouri. I hope you enjoyed it, and it's well worth a visit. And if you need car hire to get here, use the link paphoslife.com directory/car_hire, and it's a highly recommended day out. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.